Hello, Muggles. As you know, people are very interested in magic and other seemingly inexplicable phenomena. Since ancient times, magicians have been playing with logic and tricking people to believe in the impossible. And, as you might know, magicians don't like when their tricks are somehow explained.
He's under the bed.
I know.
Nevertheless, we are very interested in revealing the best-kept magical secrets and understand how magicians do their tricks. Are you also interested? You probably are. So today, we have for you 7 tricks and their explanations. It seems it's not too hard to be a magician after all. So, let's get it on. Vanishing the Statue of Liberty. This trick was all about making disappear the most important statue in the US, which ended up being easier than you might think. As you probably know, the Statue of Liberty is located on a small island far away from the lights of the big city. The only light source on the island comes from the statue itself. For this reason, all you need to do is cover the statue with a white sheet and turn off the lights inside and outside the statue. Then simply uncover the statue, and the spectators will gasp with surprise, seeing that Miss Liberty is gone. But the big surprise is that it's really easy to trick the human sight. The crowd couldn't see the 305-foot tall statue because they were blinded by the brightly lit towers used to hold the curtain. People's eyes couldn't adapt to the light conditions and see the outline of the statue, and after a few minutes of magic, the statue gets covered again. The projectors crossing the empty space are also an illusion. The magician set up 2 giant rings of lights in front of the statue, pointing up, without touching the statue and creating the illusion of emptiness. We couldn't even imagine that this was so easy. Levitation. If you've ever been to Europe, you've probably seen in the center of any city some street magician levitating in the air. This magic trick is quite mysterious, but there is a simple explanation behind it. The levitating man is like a living statue, but the main difference is that this trick supposedly goes against the laws of physics, given that the man is hovering in the air, holding only a cane, as if he were meditating. Usually these artists wear traditional Indian or Middle East costumes in order to look like wise men or yogis. But the truth is that these so-called magicians use a secret mechanism that holds them in place, and at the same time creates the illusion of levitation. The several layers of clothes are a great cover to hide the mechanism. The device used to perform this trick is actually quite simple. It has 3 main elements: a chair, a holding mechanism that goes from the platform through the cane into the hand around the back and all the way to the chair, and a platform hidden under a rug, a blanket, or the clothes used by a second person. As you see, it's not a hard trick. Spoon bending. Mental tricks are a great way to entertain and surprise any audience, but once you have uncovered the truth, it's obvious that such tricks are easy to prepare and to perform, and you don't need much to do it. The apparent deformation of metal objects without physical force enters in this category of tricks, in which the magician uses only the force of their mind. At least that's what they say to the public. But first, the magician shows the audience a normal metal object. The spectators can touch it and make sure that it's solid and in one piece. After that, the magician takes the object back, presses it with one hand, and starts to look at the object with concentrated eyes. It looks like the magician is using his mind force, and the audience sees how the object magically starts to bend. Impressive, right? But here's the secret behind this awesome trick. While the magician gives the audience the object for them to check, he secretly bends a similar object with his other hand. After showing the object, he places it in his other hand and interchanges it with the already bent object. Awesome! Now, the magician has a bent object, but the spectator doesn't see this, because the object is being held in front of him, creating an illusion. Now the magician just has to make it seem like he's using his mind to bend the object, and he simply shows the object to the audience. But one thing is for sure, it is an awesome